Hello, and welcome back to another episode of their show about everything and nothing all at once, with the goal of bringing a little humor to your day.
You started off a little lusty there.
There's a reason.
Okay.
Why? No.
Like us, love us, or hate us, we're proof that
there is
a better podcast. I love everyone's just rolling into this like I am. I am Sarah. Across from me today is
Devo.
Whoa.
You can only pay for that kind of content.
And to my right, yes, I held up my fingers to decide which was left and right, is
Spreadable Tony.
And to my left today is
Not gonna do that. The internet.
We want you to reach out to us every time.
Reach.
And it gets better.
God damn
every time. How
Like
do they
the
reach us? By email? D-Lo?
Via email, you can always get us at thereisabetterpodcast@gmail.com.
That felt great. And Tony on
That's
Twitter.
Yeah. .com.
There
No,
is
.com.
.com.
a better
Come.
And on Instagram, it's There Is a Better Podcast. Tomorrow. Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the show for a moment.
show
Okay.
going
Gents.
Ready?
Oh,
Tomorrow is, guess what? When this airs, tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Oh, V-Day.
V-Day.
Well, let's call it
V-card.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you get a V card on Valentine's Day.
let's call it
VD.
We're going to talk a little bit about Valentine's Day and those other made-up fucking holidays that surround it. Because we're those
Like
people.
that,
Yeah. I'm going to talk about a movie I rewatched. Gave it a second chance.
Second chance.
And we're going to talk about some interactions I had with some people that were kind of a-holes. And determine if I was too fucking nice again. But first,
This gone too far.
let's fall down the goddamn Wordhole together. Are we ready? Give me my Wilhelm. There he is. I'll try not to talk like this the whole time, but I might, so get the fuck over it. Today's word is...
You're making me giggle.
Oh, wait, my volume was down.
Son of a bitch.
Try it again.
Feckless. Feckless.
It's cutting the front part of my word off.
That's
Feckless.
Gliss. It's just plain gliss.
Bliss.
I'll say it better, because she...
Feckless.
Oh, there you go. She
Who
got
had,
me. That's
who had
me.
it? Go ahead.
Feckless.
One more time.
Feckless.
Fuckless?
Feckless.
Is...
Feckless. Feckless.
Okay, everybody.
Feckless.
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 Fuck. Did we get all of that?
Feckless. Feckless.
Fuckless.
Feckless. Feckless.
Okay. Does anybody want to guess what feckless means?
Feckless without feck.
Without looking it up, I am going to guess that it is without feck, yes. Just as Tony said.
Perfect.
Because I am always in need of facts.
Rex and effects.
give all the
even
facts?
need
I like
facts.
I
He
like
gives all the
getting
facts.
I like
He's out of-
getting-
he's
I like
actually
getting
out
the
of
facts.
effects right
I do.
now.
I like handing out the facts. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
I sometimes I like a good facts. You know,
Yeah.
once in a while, but
Who doesn't feckin' like a feck?
fuck if I know.
so
Feck, yeah.
Fag and A.
it is
Feck,
an
yeah.
adjective, and it is lacking initiative or strength of character.
Oh, what the feck?
Oh, that's pretty much
That's
this show.
so much
Okay.
feckin'
Isn't
sense.
that so different than what you thought it was going to be? Yeah. Similarly, it's
That's
useless,
fucked up.
worthless, incompetent, ineffective.
I like
And
their
that's good
example
for
here.
nothing.
They've got it as a feckless mama's boy. A feckless mama's boy.
I feel personally attacked right now.
That's on you, bro.
Call it
That's
out.
on
Well,
you.
you can just
That's on you,
feck
homie.
off.
Called
Feck,
Feck
all the
off.
way
It's quite
off.
effective of you.
Feck yeah.
Oh.
Feck yeah.
As I was creating
Feck
today's
I
show,
get the feeling that
I was
this
totally
word is going to
feckless.
be utilized throughout the episode.
Yes. As I was creating the
Definitely
show,
gonna
I
be one.
felt very
Feckin' great, man. Great pick.
feckless.
Great pick.
Yeah. So
Feckin' fantastic.
So last week, D'Lo entertained us with his 1982 movie called 1990.
8 years in the future, 1990, the Bronx Warriors.
Written by feckless writers.
The Bronx Warriors. Real. And it made me think of, well, we did talk about in that episode as well about movies that didn't like age well. So if you watched it back when you were a child, or like when they first came out in the 80s, typically usually early 90s for us people around the table, less the internet, that
The internet.
they maybe didn't age as well. I had a chance to go back and watch a movie that came out in the mid 2000s that the first time I watched it through, I was bored. I did not like it. I did not get it. I watched it again, and it is fucking fantastic.
Fucking fantastic.
It is
Can we-
fucking
That
fantastic.
is fucking awesome.
Can we take a
And-
guess of what it is?
Yeah.
I kind of
It
wish.
came out in 2014, so it wasn't that long ago.
Okay.
And I did watch it around when it came out. And then I rewatched it again and just discovered how fucking delightful it was.
Okay, so it was a
In
movie
what-
that
what
actually
was,
was
what was the
better.
year? 2014.
2014,
which is, I mean, that's tough.
I thought you said 2009 for
I
some
can't
reason.
think of any movies that
No.
came out during around that time. Like,
No.
my brain is scrambled
Avengers.
eggs.
Maybe.
Probably some Avengers
Everyone
movie.
will around
Some
like
Marvel
a Marvel movie.
Some Marvel movie.
This is not a Marvel movie. It is not even
It-
nearly
No.
a Marvel movie. And don't check your script because it's a dead giveaway.
You,
I can tell you
can
who
see
the
what's on my screen, so there's no script happening here.
yeah. I can tell you who the
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
who the director was, and that might help you.
Did you just
you'd
look
like.
up the movie?
No, I googled what Marvel movie came out.
I don't
in
even know that I've
2014.
seen.
It was
I
Guardians
saw
of the
any
Galaxy.
movies in 2014, so
I can give you
no
okay.
spoilers.
Do you want me to
I
tell you?
am looking at the show
Okay.
plan, so I can't even guess.
Oh.
I can tell you the director, and that might give you a hint.
okay.
But I don't know if you guys have actually seen this movie. So it's Wes Anderson. Do you know who Wes
Yes.
Anderson is? Okay,
Yes.
little
I
I do not.
a little quirky. I was going to say kitschy, but we learned last week that kitschy
Kitschy.
is not what I thought it was.
He's a little
So
fantastic.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a little fantastic.
Quirky. I would say quirky. Quirky.
Kitschy.
And his
Thank you.
recurring actors are usually like Bill Murray,
Ed Norton.
Ed Norton.
Willem Dafoe.
Can't think of the
So
guy.
Tilda-
Adrian Brody.
Tilda Swinton.
Actors that are
feckless,
Usually in his movies
Yeah.
that
I'm
are
gonna-
not
Oh,
feckless.
I'm gonna say it was Glass Onion. That's my
right.
guess.
You think that
Oh,
came out in
wow.
2014?
I don't know when it came out.
last year.
Oh.
It's
All right,
So,
I can just
No,
tell
no,
you.
sorry, not Glass
no.
Onion.
Fight,
No, it was
Fight Club was like
that was
or 2008.
early 2000.
I think that was-
That was early
2000.
Fight
2000.
Club
That
is
might
like
have been
the
99.
90s.
I think it
Yeah.
was 99.
Okay.
You know, for
Fight Club
people
is
like
99.
us, 30 years ago is like 1970s, but it's actually 90s.
I have no idea.
Hold
Okay.
on. Knives Out. I'm going to go with Knives Out. The original Knives
I'm
Out.
going to go ahead and cheat
No?
and look.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like
I would
2018.
not have watched this.
Okay. So this movie is called The Grand Budapest Hotel, and it's a Wes Anderson
Oh,
movie.
I've heard of that. Yes, okay.
And again, I
Yes.
watched it when it came out, but I must not have been in the right mindset because I thought
That's
it
with Adrian
sucked.
Brody, right?
Yeah.
Adrian
Adrian
Brody,
Brody, okay.
Bill Murray. It's actually Ray Fiennes is the lead
Oh.
of this totally
He loves
amazing
Ray Fiennes.
ensemble cast. Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel is in
Really?
there.
Willem Dafoe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's chocked
Now,
full of
you actually
amazing
said-
people.
You pronounced it correctly.
Yeah,
Internet.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem
Because so many
Dafoe.
people say William Dafoe.
No, it's Willem.
Oh, no.
It's
It's
Willem.
EM.
Get it right, or he'll
Willem.
visit your house and
Willem.
he'll punch you in the face like Will Smith. Sorry.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Willem Smith.
Oh, Jude Law's also in it.
And oh yes, Jude Law is in it. So it's kind of a story within a story within a story within a story.
It's like a flashback.
It starts in the 80s and then
like
it
one of those
goes to a
Russian
flash.
dolls.
Oh no, it starts in the current times. It flashes back to the 80s
Yeah.
and then it flashes back into the 30s.
Isn't
and
it the
it's
60s as well?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway,
There's so many flashbacks.
it's a story within a story within a story. And but it's this story told through the Grand Budapest hotels.
Poo-poo pest. Poo-poo fest.
Bellboy.
Grand Budapest.
Bellboy.
Yeah.
It's the bellboy. And he's basically following around
But
the manager
as he
of
gets
the
older,
hotel.
he becomes a bellman.
A bellman. Yes, he does become a
Bellman.
bellman during the course of this
I just
because
like saying bell.
he tells the story in his older years about the
D'Lo,
story in his younger years.
Can you say bellman?
Well, I'm waiting for the time where he makes the transition to Bell Woman.
Oh, you know that's
That happens in the
that's in
2020s.
that's a sequel to this
Yeah.
movie.
Nobody mess with my mama.
Oh, Jason Schwartzman is also his regular.
Jason Schwartzman.
Jason
yes, he's a
Schwartz
regular.
woman. Thank you, Tilo.
Pity point.
Keep it going.
Yeah, so it's set in Eastern Germany, and it's incredibly enjoyable.
when you find a stranger in the Alps?
If you're looking for something that has beautiful scenery, like perfect pitch, like acting, and perfect pitch, like timing and interactions, it's so adorable. I don't know how I didn't appreciate it the first time, but I must have been in the wrong mindset. There's a question across the room. Yes, Dilo.
Yeah,
He raised his hand.
I am going by protocol here, or whatever. I'm being polite. So you
I have
may
the
have
inquisitive
already, you may
music
have already
going
answered the
for
question. So what made you actually decide you wanted to watch it again?
So this is the interesting part. I'm so glad that you asked.
I'm glad that I did as well.
You know how you have this
I'm glad that you're
amount
glad.
of streaming? Yeah, you know how you have this amount of streaming services? Maybe you've got 1, 2, maybe 3 if you're really greedy.
If you're rich,
If you're rich and greedy.
streaming rich.
So here's the thing. How do you decide what to watch when there's nothing that's on
Remember that old
and you have
song?
to pick something?
Okay.
Picking is really, really
Okay.
difficult.
Yeah.
Am I
Okay.
wrong?
You're forced to
First of
pick
all,
something.
that is how I ended up watching the Bronx
1990.
Warriors 1990, set 8 years in the future.
You get tired of trying to figure out what to watch, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, just play the damn thing
Here's
already.
my deal with as much crap as, and I'm sorry to
Some of it's
completely
crap.
derail this conversation
Actually,
here, but
I appreciate
Delo
this.
derail?
This is good.
Okay.
because
it's true.
my thing is, I ended up, as you know, I had Netflix for a long time through another source.
Sure,
And then
as many
eventually-
people do.
Eventually,
Yeah, they're kinda hip to
Netflix,
that now.
Yeah, try to derail that.
Sure.
And they did.
Sure.
And I actually stopped watching it for a while, but I wanted to finish up Ozark.
Out of spite.
And so I ended up getting Netflix again.
Oh, okay.
So probably about
Congratulations.
maybe 3 to 4 weeks after having Netflix again, I ran out of shit to watch. I was
Yeah.
like, "There's nothing good on here."
It doesn't
Yeah.
look appealing.
How
There's
is
so many
that
things that don't look
possible?
appealing.
Netflix removes a
And
lot
I-
of the good stuff that they have.
How is it possible?
But I think that's
as much shit's on there.
as much
content.
shit's on there, but a lot of it's shit. Once you get past a certain
Yeah.
point, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is all just garbage.
Yeah, same
Which
thing
is
with
how you
Amazon.
ended up with, oh my God, Amazon Prime has more garbage. I can't even
I
find anything
don't
good.
really.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Other than the boys,
So-
there's not much.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, but the
There
kids in
is.
the hall,
1990.
1990. The
kids
Bronx
in the hall
Warriors.
was also on there.
I want
And
to.
Invincible.
I want to make
It's slim
Bronx-
pickings.
Buttermilk.
I
Yeah,
want to
you're
make.
right.
I want to
It's slim
make the
pickings.
A lot of them are
Bronx,
slim.
Bronx Warriors become a cult favorite. It
Okay.
needs to be a cult favorite.
All right.
We're gonna push this.
We're
We
gonna push
need
this.
to do the Rocky Horror Picture Show type of. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So if we find a poster for
we have a
your movie
projector.
that you had for last week, we should put it on all of our socials,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And be like,
Yes.
really push it out
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Recommend,
Push it real
recommend
good. Get it out
highly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
The Bronx Warriors.
But yes, that's how we landed on watching this particular movie because
There's nothing.
there's
else
too
on.
many things to choose from.
But you had already
And
watched
you
it, though.
either spend. No, but I watched it way back in the day.
And you thought,
I don't
all right,
remember
let's
it.
give it a
I didn't
shot.
remember
Okay.
it, to be honest.
All right.
So when I watched it, it was kind of a brand new movie to me.
Okay.
Is there someone
Were you going through that
If
phase
you haven't
of,
seen it, it's new to you. Huh.
Were you going through that phase of, wait a minute, I think I've seen this before as you went through it?
No,
Oh, really?
not really.
You
no.
really blocked that
I
shit out
really
of your
blocked
brain.
this shit way out. What's nice about this movie too, like what you were sharing last week with your movie, I think it was 90 minutes or something like that.
90 minutes of pure enjoyment, pure
Yeah.
terror, pure horror, all
This-
the above.
It's an hour and
This
40.
movie,
It doesn't give you an erection.
see a doctor.
Right.
This movie with credits is 100 minutes. So again, it has a
Okay,
nice,
yeah.
quick pace.
Good.
You kind of move through the characters, and you move through this beautiful scenery, which is just like it's the colors are vibrant. All the characters are like they're so like tailored and like it's just really awesome.
It just reminds me
It's
of
beautiful.
Family Guy when Stewie's like, "Hey, do you want to come over Monday and watch Bernie Mac with me? I really don't know what's going on, but the colors are bright and it's really pretty."
no,
or
the
something like
characters
that.
are spot on. They all have their
Got a lot of bright
own
colors. Like
Little
dialogue.
quirk things.
They're very quirky. It's an enjoyable
The-
piece.
the film
I
o-
enjoyed it a lot.
The cinematography of the film is really good.
It's quite
So the
choice.
internet
choice.
also watched it.
It's a great
apparently.
movie. I like this movie.
So,
Well, it's nice of the internet.
but I do
Okay.
find it interesting that
Batman hater.
it's hard to find. It's hard to
It depends on which
decide on a
Batman.
movie to watch today, or
yeah.
a show to watch, or whatever. Because
Patrick.
there's a lot more garbage than there.
Yeah, I've got
God.
quite a few of the free streaming things like Freevee and Pluto and all the others.
Pluto's
and
good.
I've actually found that that a lot of
it's also on a
those
planet.
have better movies than Netflix and Amazon, which are the only two paid streaming services I have.
Which one does?
Pluto.
Pluto.
Freevee.
Pluto, Freevee,
Tubi is another one.
Tubi's
That,
got
I think
some
they
good ones.
do like horror
And I have
movies
found,
primarily.
yeah, I've found that they've got better movies, and I am willing to sit through the commercials just to watch those better movies. And that's sad.
I found the movie The Stuff on Tubi.
Oh, I
have
remember
not
that.
seen that
The
for
Stuff, God, that sounds
forever.
familiar. 90s.
Garrett Morris.
No,
I didn't
that's
remember
80s
that Garrett
for
Morris
sure.
was in this movie. He had just a tiny part.
The Stuff.
and
Before he got
died.
consumed by the
Yes,
stuff?
Before he got consumed by
Scott
the stuff.
Bloom.
Great movie and terrible movie.
Okay, so 80s, 80s,
80s.
85.
Michael Moriarty.
85.
So-
Oh, I did think of it. You remember we were talking
Hey, it's
about
Pauly Sorvino.
Hey, how you
Go-
doing? Hey.
Going-
So, Larry Cohen film?
going back to the bad movies. Even though I knew it was bad at the time, is Chud. Chud is Chud is
That was
CHUD. It
almost
stands
a
for
spit
something.
take.
Almost a
Cannibal-
spit take.
cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Indeed.
I didn't know it was an acronym.
It was an
Are there
acronym, yeah.
dots?
Yeah, there's doubts.
Yeah, yeah. Internet.
Really?
If you have not seen Chud, watch Chud.
You're not
Where
allowed.
can I watch it?
I don't know. You
you
gotta.
can-
I think
go,
it's on
go to
Pluto,
the,
actually.
go to
You're
a
a
men's
freak.
locker room.
Like you have
oh, that's
more
Chode. I'm
ability to
sorry.
watch movies
Whoa.
than you've ever had.
It's on
demand. Yeah,
It's on Pluto.
there you go.
There's a Chud too.
There is a
The
Chud.
Squeakquel.
Oh yeah.
The search for
Squeakquel?
Chudkey.
Oh, it's on everyone's favorite
Or
streaming
Chucky.
thing, Roku.
Oh yeah,
That
Roku,
is a good
the
one.
Roku channel. Speaking of Roku,
And
Roku
Plex.
still exists?
Yes, it still exists.
Speaking of
They
God,
made
I forgot about Plex.
The Weird Al Yankovic movie.
yes,
Oh, that was good.
That's what Roku did. That's the
Oh,
best thing they've
man.
ever
that was
done.
that was weird and
that was
good.
hilarious and
That's
fun.
what
Did you-
Roku did.
did
I
you-
like
That's what
that
Roku
quote.
Did
What
you
Roku
did
did.
you
That's what
not
Roku
find it
did.
odd the way they approached it though? Almost in those like the serious tone.
Yes, well
all the way
that's
through.
Weird Al though. I
And
mean,
it-
like it's
there was
all the
there was
way.
these parts where it was like actually a little awkward because there's some abuse in there.
Sure.
And I was
Well,
like,
it's like-
I was, oh yeah, it's
You have to watch
you
it.
do need to watch it.
It's actually a really good movie.
It was worth watching.
Is this your recommendation now all of a sudden?
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we're
No.
promoting,
We're
if
taking
we're
over.
promoting
I mean,
streaming
I would
services,
say just to check
I'm
it
gonna
out, but-
promote Shudder, which is a horror movie streaming service.
Oh, John Hurt is in Chud. Well, that makes a lot of sense now.
Okay, so back to your recommendation.
Yes.
So
Oh,
it
that
is
was
the
it.
Grand
Daniel
Budapest
Stern.
It's the
Hotel.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
And you recommend it primarily because of the visual vibe.
No,
The
I
whole movie's
actually
great.
think the characters are so quirky and fun, and they're really well developed. And again, it's not a long movie, and it moves at a really nice pace. But I do think that they did a beautiful job
Which,
with the scenery and the.
Which streaming service did you catch it on?
I believe that was Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yep.
Amazing. It's amazing.
I'll check it out.
Not to promote it, but that's where we found
Promote
it.
it.
That's
Who gives a
where it
shit?
was found.
That's partly what we do.
You know how many times we find that on our Instagram? By the way, promote it on such and such. Every time we post
that's all the
something,
comments. That's
some
all they are.
jackass is like, "Hey, promote it on whatever."
Some
DM us.
Yeah.
Oh, so the other, just real quickly about the movie.
No.
This is the second time I've recommended a movie where the story is told by F. Murray Abraham.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So basically, Sarah is just promoting every movie with F.
Coincidentally,
F. What was it?
F. Murray Abraham.
Murray
You know
Abraham,
who F.
okay.
Murray Abraham? He's old as dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just recently in White Lotus season 2, actually.
Oh, wow.
Another one.
Which, if you haven't,
Another stupid movie.
Yama.
Can't get into that.
Another
show, I'm sorry.
stupid movie franchise that I've been
I
watching.
tried
season
watching
one.
the first.
Tremors.
is that a yes or a no
It
for you?
is so awful.
The first one or the second one?
All of it. All of it's awful.
All of it.
The first
But
one?
and I love watching it.
Get the
I like the-
All of them.
graboids.
No,
I
the
like
first
the
the
first
first one
one.
was
I like
bad.
the first one too.
I
It's
can't
bad.
see anything past the first one.
But they're so fun to watch.
Oh, the first one's
they're so
great.
bad.
Yeah, if you're
and
doing
again,
some
90
gummies.
minutes. You're
And
in
it-
and out.
Yeah,
And
that's
again,
true.
understand most time I'm on gummies
Which is a
when I do
lot
this.
longer than for me to be in and out. But anyway,
Oy.
back to Sarah.
Yeah, what was I doing? No.
Uh,
That's me. So yeah, if you get a chance, it's a streaming service. And if you liked it originally, good for you because I missed the mark. I'm
Grand
only
Budapest.
almost 10 years behind.
yeah, that's okay.
That was a 2014.
Well, the first time you saw it was probably a decade ago, though, right?
Yeah, I was in a different place, man. I was in a
Right,
different place.
right.
Yeah,
I don't
you were-
know.
yeah, you
I wasn't
The
there.
vibes were different.
This is all different. I don't
It
know.
hit different.
And speaking of different,
It's 2014 hit.
today I'm going to get my saucy voice back in. Today, that when this episode drops, is
We're dropping.
We're dropping. Is a holiday that is completely made up by the Parks and Rec woman Leslie Nope. It is Galentine's Day. I am here for it. Okay, wait. I was trying to play a thing.
Better, so thanks.
Oh, shoot. It did not.
Valentine's Day made me feel better, so thanks.
This is Anne.
Man, you beautiful spinster. I will find you love.
What? Did you say something?
Love you.
It's Leslie trying to find love for Anne, calling her a beautiful spinster.
How did we end up having so many
Siri.
so many things connected between our episodes?
What's this now?
I think we mentioned
because
that.
he mentioned Aubrey Plaza and Leslie Nope.
Oh wait, no, that was off mic, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know if that was that was
I think that was off mic.
I'm trying to
Whoever
play a
mic
clip,
is all
and
the
y'all
same.
are talking all over the gal in the room.
Oh, it's
So that's a
only
thing.
the best day of the year. Every February 13th, my lady friends and I leave our husbands and our boyfriends at home, and we just come and kick it breakfast style.
Breakfast style.
Celebrating ladies.
With
you
waffles.
Know my code. Hose before bros.
Uteruses before deuteruses.
A bouquet of hand-crocheted flower pens. A mosaic portrait of each of you made from the crushed bottles of your favorite diet soda. A 5,000-word essay of why you were all so awesome.
Wow. If I ever had a friend like that, that would be intimidating. So let's give it up for Leslie Nope.
If I ever had a friend like that, I would just say
Galentine's
nope.
Day.
If I read a
You
friend
would
like
say
that, I'd have
nope?
one friend.
Get
You
it?
have one friend?
Get
Finally
it?
have a
No.
friend.
Aw.
Well,
You got a friend in me.
Shut up, Randy
I thought
Newman.
was
You
in-
can't sing.
yeah. What I thought was interesting was that
bite out of
even
the
though it's
apple.
totally made up and it's like from 10 years ago on a show that doesn't exist anymore, people still do this every year.
Wow.
They still
The
do
Galentine's Day.
Galentine's Day, but they also expanded it to be like a friend appreciation day, right?
Yeah.
So whether it's dudes, because I guess now there's a Valentine's Day.
No way.
There is.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
so
go golfing.
celebrate if you
Damn.
want.
Okay, golf.
I guess. I don't know.
All right,
Equal
D'Lo, we're gonna go
opportunity.
golfing. We're gonna go
Golfing.
to Top Golf on the 15th.
Isn't
Let's
it
do it.
indoor golf?
I think so.
It
It's
better
like-
be.
it's
We're
like
in
heated.
Michigan. and
there's
it's
Top
February.
Golf, and then
It's like
there's
heated.
what's the other one? X Golf.
X Golf.
X Golf. I
It's
think they've
closer
got-
to the
Yeah,
capital
the one that's
city.
indoor, it's got a bar, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Really?
Which one?
X Golf.
I think it's X Golf.
I think
Well,
Top
both-
Golf
actually
also
both
is.
do.
I
Yeah,
don't
both do.
know.
They do food and drink too at Top Golf.
Top Golf has like levels though, so you got
Okay.
you can go up like I think 4 levels is what they've got.
I think so.
right,
But
let's
that's
look that
like
shit up.
cheating though, because you're starting
Wait,
your drive
what?
way high.
Well, it is, but if you use their clubs, it ain't cheating because
What's it called
their
again?
clubs are
Golf
shit.
something?
Golf?
Top Golf.
Top
Top
Golf.
Golf. Oh my God. You guys, you don't realize this is after.
Valentine's Day,
No.
Galentine's Day?
What's his fucking name?
Valentine's Day, Tiger Woods Day.
Top Gun.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
You guys, you totally got roped into the Tom Cruise of it all.
Uh-oh. Can't go anywhere good.
So Top Golf apparently is a chain. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Didn't know it. Never been there. Don't golf. But this is you guys.
What?
What?
This is
No.
no
That's-
way.
I hate golfing.
I did not know this.
I never could have
How
figured that
could
out.
you not have told us this before that you don't golf?
That's blasphemy.
How dare you?
So all skill levels.
My disappointment.
Full service bar and restaurant, just like you said. Good for you.
You know,
Good for
something
you.
else, though.
So take your homie golfing on Valentine's Day.
Fuck yeah.
And if you're a gal, go eat some fucking waffles with your girlfriend.
Go get some
You know
brunch.
what? I think I'm going to go eat waffles.
Brunch. I'd rather go
Instead.
eat waffles.
That just
sounds more
fun.
What the fuck?
And then we'll go play golf.
So a full belly
Yeah.
Just chug a 40 and then
of
go play golf.
waffles.
Waffles and maybe, have you had chicken and waffles before?
Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I highly recommend it.
It sounds very filling. If I'm being really honest. Can I share it?
Yeah, you can do whatever
Can I
you want.
share
don't
it?
give a
That
shit.
sounds like
It's your
a lot.
food.
It's a free country.
It's a
Hey,
free
do whatever
country.
you want.
Clothes for less fortunate people in the community.
Oh my God. Okay. So that's today. Is celebrate whatever way you do with whatever gender friends you want. Enjoy. And then tomorrow
Is another day.
Is that why we were
is
talking about this
Valentine's
earlier?
Day. Yeah.
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
I still feel like it's just a Hallmark holiday and I don't really particularly enjoy the Valentine's Day. And I
You know
never
what I
really
feel like?
have. I want to know everybody's thoughts around the table because I have a lot of time to fill. So go. You think I'm joking.
Ha ha ha. Wait, what are we talking about again? I'm
Valentine's
sorry.
what are we talking
Day.
about?
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Well, see,
Valentine's
we've
Day?
kind of talked about this before. I don't like it
Yeah.
because I tend to shop
10-2,
on
10-3, 10-4.
Like I give
Good money.
gifts on. I mean, most generally, I give gifts on. What's the word?
Actual holidays.
No,
Off days.
you guys know we've talked about. it.
Sweetest
Tuesday.
day.
Like for instance, I gave
Tuesday.
Functional.
Functional
women
gift?
do
oh,
not-
Yeah, you're not good
Okay.
at that.
Women do
Okay.
not like functional.
No.
I will give
No.
you something that I feel like is helpful, will help you to do things.
That's what I feel like.
Okay.
All right.
As a result, I have never really cared for the holiday because it's too much pressure.
Did you give someone like a
It's pressure.
rack or something?
Yeah, I gave her a dish rack.
Yeah, it was a dish rack.
That's what
Drying dish
And you're
prompted
like,
Sarah
nice
to call me
rack.
I remember that.
Chauvinistic pig.
No,
Did you give him
No.
two? Like another one the
a
next year?
classless hobo.
No.
I don't remember.
domestic brick.
Domestic
Domestic
prick.
prick.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Did you have that on your bingo cards?
And don't get me
everybody?
wrong, I got her good. You know the other gifts too.
Yeah.
You know the fluffy
Flowers and
whatever.
crap.
Yeah,
The bear, the
I did that as well.
pillow,
but
the
what
chalk.
sticks out is
The
Yeah,
air.
the rack.
let's
sticks out as the
revisit the conversation.
One of these things is not like
Let's
the other.
revisit the conversation so that I
Sure.
can at least clarify why it was given.
The Iraq.
A lot of the times, I would be over at the house. I would be doing the dishes. I would have no place to
Story
put 'em.
time.
So
Part two.
I gave her a dish rack because I got freaking tired of that.
I don't know that that's a. I'm just saying it's not
And
a
yeah, here I am.
gift.
I'm
And
giving a gift.
I know we've said
First
this
of all,
before.
I'm giving
Sure.
a gift. I do the dishes.
The
and I
dishes
get
would
this
be the
for it.
gift.
I
Look
get
at this
this
guy.
for it.
He's a 3-in-1 package.
Get him.
I
He gives
get-
you a gift that
But I
that's
get
convenient for
this
him.
for it. That doesn't seem right.
He gives the gift
Now,
of convenience
again,
for himself.
I also gave
I
her
really have
other
anything to say
more
about that.
affectionate gifts.
Lies.
Sure.
So
you
I'm
don't
not-
need to know.
I'm not a huge fan of the day.
Blasphemy.
Is what I'm getting at. I'm not a huge fan of
Yeah, I'm
Valentine's
not
Day. I
neither.
don't dislike it. I just don't get into it.
So here's what's happening this year with Valentine's Day, which I find very different.
Yeah.
There's a couple friend that we hang out, we do things with. Sometimes it's with our families will do stuff like we'll hang out one evening, we'll make food, whatever, and just play games and chill out and whatever. And this year we were reached out to by the husband. I'm sorry, my husband was reached out to by the other husband and asked if we wanted to do a double dinner date
Oh.
for Valentine's Day.
I thought you were going to say double dildo
Nope.
action.
No,
I mean,
dinner
You got a
date.
DA.
I
DP double
DP
A double dinner date at the
Kinda
place
just-
that they usually go to for Valentine's Day.
Which is medieval times.
It's a fancy place that's in the area,
Tennessee?
and it's
Okay.
usually reserved for like
Oh, no, like the pirate
weddings
place more.
and fancy special evenings out.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Is that the one with like $100 plates, basically?
I don't know, but people,
I have
there's
two
grounds
places
where
that I
people
would
get
visit.
married
So
at this
toxic.
particular location.
Just
like
chill the
it's,
fuck out.
Okay.
anyway. So
10-4.
that
was
I
accidental.
thought it was. I
Was
thought it
it?
was odd
Was
that,
it?
that he was reached out to have a double dinner date for Valentine's Day.
Did they not have the ability to ask you as well, or was it just like first come, first serve?
or is
Well,
it more his friend?
Well, we're friends. Like the wife and I are
they're
friends.
common friends,
The wife
I
and I
would
were
assume,
are
right?
friends. Like
Okay.
we just
Well,
went
there you
out
go.
the other night and out to dinner together and hung out. And then
Oh,
so
the
hu-
other night.
yeah,
Not the one night, but the other night.
the other night.
The other
A
Not the one you're thinking
nondescript
of.
night, a non-holiday
Oh.
night.
Even-
We
okay.
hung out. We went to a food place. I fell on concrete. Anyway,
It'd be like that.
Was
I
that
wasn't
because
even
of
drinking. It do.
Screwball peanut,
Peanut
butter
butter
whiskey?
it was just Sarah on uneven concrete in the dark.
Sarah, an uneven concrete.
Yeah, I totally biffed it.
Damn, you must have been born on the side of the road. 'Cause
I-
that's where the litter happens to go.
Thanks.
Thought it was trash.
So
As we learned
anyway.
from the
The
Bronx.
1990.
So what I found, like, I know about this dinner, but it was interesting because she never mentioned anything about this dinner, and this is like a week apart from like we're hanging out and
Yeah,
then
we
we're doing this
interesting.
dinner,
Yeah.
and she never says anything. And so I mentioned it to my husband. I said, do you think this is a surprise? Because I don't think that she knows that we're going out to dinner with him. Do you think that's the kind of surprise that a wife wants to go out to a Valentine's
double
dinner
date.
with her husband to learn that it's with another couple in the moment,
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't think that's a surprise you spring.
Depends on the.
So here's
Unless-
it depends.
unless
I've
it's like
dated
a-
a couple that would be okay with that.
So here's the other-
You dated a
Maury
couple?
Povich thing where like all of a sudden he's the
little
father.
Ayo.
Weird.
Halo.
Continue.
So the other piece is that
Respect.
he reaches out. He like they're coordinating this effort, right? The other guy's doing the scheduling. He says to he texts, not says.
Sure.
He texts to my husband, "We'll pick you up at 7."
Oh.
And my husband's like, "What? We can't drive there? Can we just,
You are
You guys,
trapped.
Can we
you guys
just
have
meet
become.
you
You are
there?
trapped.
You guys have become.
What the fuck is happening?"
You guys are actually- you just got asked
my
out
next
by another
question
couple.
is, do they actually know you do this podcast?
They don't listen to it, and
They
they,
won't
never
listen to
will,
us.
and I've
They do
never
now.
mentioned the name. But I just thought it was odd. It was nice to offer that we're writing together, but it was strange that like, why wouldn't we just meet you there and meet you there? Like, what's the big deal? I don't know. I have questions
There might be something
and no answers.
following
I
I think
dinner.
something's
I
going
love
on.
the idea that he wanted to pick you guys up for the date. I love it.
the
I think that is so.
Something
Funny,
is going on
sad,
after
weird.
dinner, some shenanigans that they weren't
I
clear
think
about.
you guys are going to end up
And-
going
and
to a
then
and
bar.
you missed
And then
out on the opportunity.
Now this is
Then you were-
a place that has a hotel in it. So no, I'm
And-
joking.
and
Oh, it's
you-
a Hotel
you-
Budapest.
I mean, aside from Uber, you
I mean, I'm
have
not
to
joking,
wait
they
for
do.
them to take
Yeah.
you home. I
Right.
love that. That's
Exactly.
hilarious.
Yeah, we're trapped
You're
to the end of the
stuck.
meal.
I'm not an
You can't
e-girl.
even have like someone come and pick you up. You're just stuck there.
Yeah, if only I had a child that had a driver's license that they could come get us.
Yeah, if only
I
I
was
that's
did.
like-
unfortunate. Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, sucks to suck.
So yeah, I just found that all very interesting.
Awkward.
And the way I
Yikes.
planned would be
Yep.
different than the way my husband would plan. And so I would be asking those questions like, "Oh, you know what? We can just meet you there.
So
Well,
you
it's a reservation. It's in your name.
But
Got
instead,
it.
you
See
have
there."
you have to be
And
you have to be cordial and formal and say,
so
You drop me off. At
you
the
think that when you
driveway?
went out with your girlfriend, your friend, whatever you want to call it,
Yes, yes.
she
Your
didn't know at
girlfriend.
that time.
"Gal pal."
It never came up in
Valentine's
conversation. And the fact that it was like a Friday to a Friday, right? So like we're getting together the following Friday. Never
Okay.
hinted, never
and you-
eluded, like, hey, see you next Friday at dinner. That'll be fun. Nope.
Well, it's a good
nothing.
thing you didn't say see you next
I didn't
Tuesday.
say anything.
And that was my next. So you didn't accidentally drop the
I
date
didn't.
bomb.
I didn't because I just
Somebody would
thought,
get that.
I don't know what's. I
Yeah.
should ask a
Not
question
me.
first. So I asked the husband this morning, like, what's happening with this thing that's going on? What are you guys cooking up? Am I supposed to know?
I think he's cooking up.
Is she, because she didn't seem to know.
Well, if they're talking about now, the place that you're going to dinner, you have to ask what type of food that's being served. If
It's
and
the menu
if
all
the-
over again. No.
I got comments about that, but that's for another episode.
For
I
another
don't want
time.
to eat the ocean. Fuck off.
If the word spit roast comes up in any of the conversation, you run.
Yeah, you get out of there. You leave.
If my wine is laced or something, or
You gotta make them. You gotta watch them pour the wine. You can't let them like take it to the back and then pour it.
right, that's where it's at.
Right.
It's just it's different. It's real different.
Different.
And it's not the way. If I were in charge of the plans, it would have come out like, "Hey, we'll meet you there."
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's what you do. You certainly don't expect a grown person to offer to drive you
Well,
to the location
unless
and
they're
take you
being
to a second location. No,
unless they're being friendly and
Sure.
they want you to drink and enjoy yourselves.
maybe.
But I think there's something a little extra.
It's a little. There's nothing. I don't think
it's a little kitschy.
It's a little kitschy.
A little kitschy.
A little soft. Little
Not
saucy.
kitschy.
What was the word
Keychain?
again for this week?
Feckless.
Feckless.
I mean, it's
I
a
think
little.
it fits,
That is a
but-
bit.
No.
feck.
Okay, then it's
No?
kitschy.
You know what,
But it
Tony?
does
You're
sound
being feckless.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony, feck you.
Oh no, that's not right.
Feck off.
Feck all the way off. Oh, and on
Feck it
that
all.
note, I feel like we need to take a break.
See what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
They ask you out to dinner.
And they pick you up.
And there's a second
They
location.
insist
It
upon
insists
picking you
upon
up.
itself.
They insist upon themselves.
Damn, baby.
not the voice I wanted. I want to do this voice again. And we're back. On this side of the show, we're going to talk about the superb owl and how our standings of who made it into the superb owl went. We're also going to talk again about what the fuck are these kids saying and why doesn't it make sense? And then there was something else we're going to talk about that I can't fucking remember.
It's probably that shot of Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Don't give my game away, bro. You're being way too harsh. Okay.
You're harshing the vibe.
Harshing my vibe, bro. I'm being totally feckless this whole episode. And it's really coming through.
What sounds very kitschy.
What the feck?
Feck,
Yes.
yeah.
Your Mountain Dew really does look flat.
Oh, I
I'm
actually
so
said
sorry.
fuck there.
Feck.
All right.
It loses its effectiveness.
Do we have
when you do it.
Reflectiveness.
Do we have like a football-y sound? So I can just recap real quickly how we did on the... Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, it's the Dolphins.
It is the Dolphins, yeah.
What were all the terminologies?
God,
The chain gang, what were the ones? The Buffagan? No, that's
What the hell
better.
are you guys? I don't even know what you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm with D'Lo on it. What?
We were going to recap how we did in our
Oh.
superb owl predictions.
right,
we did them back in the fall,
D'Lo
at the
just backed
beginning of the
you.
season, and we're circling back.
There
There's
you
that
go.
shit.
That's the
Oh my God.
National Football League!
Okay.
I had to get that out of the way.
So at the
Better
table,
yet,
the National Football League. And at the table, we've got Howie Long, Terry Bradshaw. Who's the other fucking guy that doesn't play football?
Oh yeah, we had a conversation
We
about
talked
that one
that
day.
guy, like, who? This guy doesn't play.
Kurt
I knew-
Menefee.
Kurt Menacing.
Kurt Menefee.
He just sits there like a football-knowing bitch, and he's never tossed a ball in a field in his life.
He's just a broadcaster. You
And-
can't fault him for that.
And
Or you
fine,
Or you
fine.
could.
Somebody's got to be the adult at the table, is what I decided.
Who's that?
Kurt Menefee.
He's
He's the
Menefee's
anchor at the
adult? Okay,
table
yeah, you're
because
right, you're
the
right.
other guys have all been hit so many times by people in the
CTE.
game that they
He
don't
does-
really
he's-
know. If you don't understand
Yeah.
that they don't know what's going on, just take a look at Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, poor Terry. I love Terry, but he's kind of losing it.
He's gonna die at that table. He's gonna die in that chair at that table. So let's give a recap on how we did. Tony, your Rams really whooped it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, they did.
However, and the
Listen to that
Minnesota
bass
Vikings
hang
that the
out.
internet had offered up, I don't think came close.
No. Well, they made it further than my Rams.
Yeah. Sucks to
Well,
suck.
so did most
Yeah,
teams, I'm
that's-
pretty sure. I think the Lions
I
even
wish
did.
the Lions did better than you.
I think even the Lions
Yeah.
did better.
The Lions did better than the Packers. How about that?
That's
Now that-
shocking.
That
now
is
that I
shocking.
will drink to.
I will drink to
I
that
will
too.
drink to that all day long. Maybe not all day, but right now.
All day IPA.
Okay, I am drinking to that. I anytime the Packers,
What are you drinking, Sarah?
I'm drinking.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Come on,
And jam.
whatever it is, it's in my glass.
Nice.
It's actually
It's
the
not.
hell
It's a
is that?
Belvini. Did you
No.
give me Belvini? No.
I went
It was
with
Glenlivet, but that's okay.
Oh,
Glenlivet.
Glenlivet.
That's what
Okay.
it was.
Because
Lit it
I
up with
finished.
Glenlivet.
I did not
Because
want
I
to dispel
finished
the
screwball
myth.
peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
And
Well, she
Philo helped
did
me.
the screwball earlier. Yes, you did the screwball, and
Yep.
that's what got you.
Yep.
That's what got you started. And now
That's
you're
what-
just carrying it on.
I'm just
with-
carrying it
Just
on.
carrying it
So
on.
our predictions were
So our 49ers
Yep.
made it to
I think it was the
was the NFC? No, not the NFC.
it was the
AFC?
NFC Championship
Okay.
game, but they lost.
And they lost to the Chiefs,
The
which
Chefs.
would have the Kansas City Chefs. That's
Well,
fucking wrong.
I thought that was the Eagles. The Chiefs.
No, they lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Eagles.
the Chefs are AFC.
Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
then
So they
no,
lost
it's
to
all
the
good.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
The Eagles are
The Eggo
going to the
waffles.
superb
the Eagles.
Owl,
What are the
Eagles.
Eagles?
The
along
Eagles.
with the Chefs.
What was it?
Seattle Eagles.
Oh,
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
I'm thinking of Seahawks. My bad.
wait.
Seattle Seahawks.
What was
I think
the
it's
team?
Seahawks.
Just say the team.
Eagles. The Eagles beat the 49ers, so you lost to a bunch of birds.
Yeah.
No.
Son of a bitch.
God, I hate you.
Gonna get a content strike. Get it out of my head.
Yeah, see, you completely missed it.
The Eagles.
I heard it. It was cool
Yeah.
whip.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I heard it.
I was waiting that fucking entire time for you guys to say, oh, sorry, fecking entire time. And you guys killed it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Wait, what song is this about? It's about like Iowa. It's about, like, Iowa
Love it.
dating.
I love it. You can bring that up anytime.
So
Bring it
if-
up anytime.
You got to say Eagles in order for it to happen.
All right, that's what I was
Say
saying.
Eagles 5 times in the
Eagles.
mirror, and that song starts
Yeah,
playing.
you said Eagles. And
I
I'm like,
know.
son of a bitch. What
Yep.
the hell?
You're welcome.
I wasn't bowing
And then
to
I said
your.
the Seahawks. I broke the Seahawks.
So speaking of 1970s songs that don't translate, anyway, just kidding. So we were watching Saturday Night Live the other night, and this is a week ago now, as this airs today.
Cool.
With
2 weeks ago.
On my favorite new actor of the moment, Pedro Pascal.
The best
And
daddy
there's
of the internet.
there's this skit that made me just so confused. And it's all about what these kids in high school are saying, and I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. And so we have a high schooler here, and I'm hoping that he can help decode this ridiculous fucking dialogue.
So we're just gonna get this out
And
of the
so
way.
I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna hope
Okay.
that he can shed some light, intern
I
net.
also just want to say this: Pedro Pascal confirmed daddy of the internet.
Sure. Okay. It's supposed to be playing.
So
Is it not playing?
it's playing, but it's not playing.
Feckless.
There we go. Now it's this is a good thing we have technologically. There it goes.
So this is a
Oh
whole
my God.
skit about this teacher that's at the high school, and all the students are making fan cams.
Like-
I don't even
They're
know what.
edits,
TikToks
they're like
and shit.
They're like edited TikToks, and that's cuffing season. That's the SNL song.
So Skinny Legend.
Because you have made thousands of fan cams of me, and I'm not sure what they mean, but I know it has to stop.
It's about him being hot.
make them because you're our beloved and you have us in a chokehold.
It all gets like
Okay,
very
don't say that.
violent, like sounding. It's really
I just
weird.
don't understand. Why do you make sparkly, fast, romantic montages of me every single day? Like this.
So now he's like being captured walking around the school, taking off his glasses.
This song
wearing
is actually
his
an SNL
sweater,
song.
Got a pencil
And
in
it's,
his mouth.
yes, it was an
looking very-
SNL song.
Yeah.
And little
There's a-
star wipes.
I mean, we don't make them every day.
Yeah, just on the days you send us or give us life.
What the hell is
What does that mean?
Don't worry, it just means your foot is always on our necks. See?
what? And so she plays another one, and it's like him in the moment.
Basically, they're just so
Which is
obsessed.
crazy.
They're
Is that me
so
right
obsessed
now?
with him that
him right
they
now.
can't live
That's
without
so
him.
fast. And how did you
That's
take
it.
over access to the monitor?
Mr. Ben, why are you so mad? You're in your assembly era.
What?
I'm not mad. I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Is the way I ate this up a compliment because it was nom nom delish and had you gagged?
Exactly, we love you down, Mr. Ben. You're so father, period.
What?
Okay, see, but if fan cams are
And then he just like
if
loses a little
fan
bit.
if okay. If fan cams
Can't get
are
it either.
because I'm father, then why did you make fan cams of Lady Lunch Paulina?
Because Paulina is mother.
And so they show another
awesome.
clip of the lunch lady who is dressed as a typical lunch lady, like just doing her lunch lady things.
on phone too much. Grow up wrong.
And that's the lunch lady talking.
Guys, I'm trying to understand if fan cams are good or bad. Did you make a fan cam of Lunch Lady Paulina to make fun of her?
No, we made it because she ate us up and left no crumbs.
What?
Left no crumbs. Okay, that's it. Fan cams are officially banned from school.
No, the kids are mad.
Wow, Mr. Ben, we thought you were different, but you're just like everyone else. Mid.
That's the only one I can track so far that is
I want to
real.
be a cool teacher. I know I'm your bias and that I always munch on it. But I just don't get it. Why does your generation have to make everyone a celebrity? Why do you film everything? Why?
Fine. You really want to know? It's because COVID.
What?
No.
What do you mean?
Because 3 years COVID made us online forever. Because COVID locked us down when we were 11, and now we're 14, so now we have to make you daddy.
What?
Mommy works remotely all day and doesn't have time to eat it up, no crumbs left. So we made you Daddy
Parental
and Miss
issues.
Jenny, Mommy.
That's the point.
What?
What's with the no crumbs?
Why is Miss Jenny mommy?
And mommy and guys. And all of a sudden Sarah Paulson walks into the scene and I don't understand any of it. But if we could just focus on the language, I'm so confused.
Yeah, we've tried this before, haven't we?
We have tried this before, but these were not terms that we used before.
We've told
These
you
are
there is
different.
nothing going on
that
between
seems
me
to kind of
and
be their
Mr.
thing, though,
Ben.
isn't it?
Oh, really?
It seems to change like every week, every
I
month.
don't know. So now they have one of her. She's the math teacher, and they're showing the fan cams of her.
Honey, they've been through so much. Let's just tell them the truth. Miss Jenny and I were in love.
So now the kids are
Fine.
happy.
It's true.
That's going to be the
He's
response here.
Daddy, I'm Mommy, and we're all a happy family.
And we're all a happy family.
No crumbs left.
No crumbs just means there's
So
no
much scissor.
I'm assuming no crumbs just means that there's no questions remaining.
Is it?
I used to be with it.
That's
Then
not
they
me.
changed what it was.
Oh, yeah,
Now
that's
what
you.
I'm with
That is not me.
it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. It all happened
To you.
So
Why
what was
is the
the one
youngest
word
person
you said?
quoting
You.
What, mid?
Mid? You're mid.
Mid just means middle.
Basic?
Like it's boring.
Basic,
Like it's
plain.
the middle. It's middle. Like it's not.
It's
good.
like saying meh.
Not good or bad,
It's
just
not
kind of
it's-
meh.
No, it's mostly just not good.
Mostly
like it's
not good.
Like
Okay.
you don't say something's mid if it's bad.
But
you
do
say it's
people
mid if it's
in your
like, not good.
day-to-day
Yes, I say it all the
Think
time.
about
Talk like that?
pods.
Yes.
Remember back when we were like younger
Everyone
and like it
talks
was
like
pot
that.
mids was like good, it was okay, it's not special. Of course you had what was
Yes.
it? Skunk, not skunk, but it was
Drunk,
we
not
graduated
drank.
at different times.
Yeah, this
and
one
that
too.
was not my experience. And that's fine. But damn, yo, I feel old. And not only that, watching that, but when I went out last night to the place where I took a hard
dump?
fall on
Oh, sorry,
concrete.
yeah.
No, I literally
you took a dive.
I fell on concrete so hard. I'm in this place, which, by the way, this new restaurant, it looks like a giant fucking cafeteria. Like a dorm style cafeteria.
This wasn't the fancy one then.
Fancy.
No. What it is it's got like
This one down by the river.
it is.
Okay.
It's got like
Yeah,
5
I've
different
heard about it.
Yep, it's got like 5 different restaurants that are inside of it. And you can order online, you go pick up your stuff from their window, and then you seat in which is basically like cafeteria style tables.
Yeah.
And you just sit there, and then their bar is separate.
Worth
and
going to though or not?
One pathetic
Not that,
loser.
I mean, we are completely like.
We're completely off, yes.
Yeah.
But my point was, a lot of big range of ages there. But
Sure.
the 20-somethings, I was like, I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't understand you people at all. Like the way you dress, it's real like mom jeans 1990, and I don't know why you chose
that
that.
has become a thing lately.
Like
I
real
have noticed that
sky
myself.
high.
Yeah.
Well, think about that.
And a lot
though.
of midriff shirts.
I mean, it's
a lot of midriff
it's
shirts
it's
in February in Michigan.
what's the word?
Cyclical.
Yeah, thank you.
Cyclical, yeah.
Cyclical.
Because
It does. It
70s
comes back
was a
around.
big thing
For the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's bringing it back around again in
Yeah,
a weird,
exactly.
weird way.
But it is weird to see it again, especially when you grew up in that time and you
Yeah.
went and you make fun of it now, and then all of a sudden it's back, and you're like,
What?
really?
Does
it
that
didn't
work?
look good back
It didn't look good back then.
Doesn't look good now.
And that's the funniest part is like they're picking the ugliest of the styles to bring back. Not the stuff that was maybe the better stuff,
Kind
but
of makes sense though, doesn't it?
the odd stuff. There's the
Yeah.
color block sweatshirts. I've seen a lot lately. Have you seen these? The color
no.
block sweatshirts. So
Yeah.
like the front will be all one color, but the sleeves are different colors.
Oh.
And the
That's
back is a different
80s.
color.
That's like 80s,
And I'm
90s.
like-
I love
It
I
kinda made
miss
me-
that.
yeah, it made
Trapper
me-
Keeper. Leslie
Are they doing
Leslie
that?
Frank.
The primary color thing?
Lisa
Yes,
Frank. Yeah,
lots
Lisa
of primary color or like
See-
a lot of pastels
See,
are
but
coming
but
back.
it makes
I've seen.
sense to me because it's the exaggerated version of
Yeah.
that era.
Yeah.
Because myself, I didn't wear half the shit that was. But I've never been in fashion. We all know this. We've seen me very
You've
often.
decided that's of choice. That's a choice.
With my see-through flannel
Sequins.
shirts
yeah.
that have pretty much gone a good 10 years.
Yeah, you wear what you enjoy, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But even back then, like that was like the extreme version. So that's what they see.
Yeah.
So it does make sense.
I guess so. And I loop all this in to say this all the 20-something, and I'm looking around the room, and I'm noticing hairstyles. as I do, because I'm a woman. I'm noticing clothes and hair. Okay,
From the 80s?
fine.
I thought you were talking about right now.
80s,
so the
90s?
young women that are in there have blunt cut, which if you know what that is, it's just one length.
Like Emily
Like
Blunt?
one length. And it's maybe
kinda
shoulder
like a bob?
length.
So it's not the Rachel.
It's and parted in the middle. Now I'm going to tell you, I went to my hairdresser that morning and I asked for a certain type of hairstyle. You guys don't give a shit about this. But I asked
What is it? What
I
is it?
asked for long layers and I gave her pictures.
Yeah.
And what did I end up with? She's 20, she's early 20s, mid 20s. I ended up with, and you can't tell now because my hair's curled, parted in the middle, blunt cut to my shoulders. I was like, oh my God, this is not what I wanted.
Can you ask for your money back?
Not what I wanted. I'm going to send a. So that's the thing is, I think I was too nice again.
Well, here's the deal.
Okay,
Here's
yeah,
the deal.
yeah.
Here's the deal, though.
I sent you pictures and we talked about it. I thought it was understood.
I will tell you that I walked
So
out of the
confusing.
stylist the last time I got a haircut.
Yeah.
The same thing happened. So like she used to, and this is
Blunt
this
cut?
is
Oh man.
she's used to
pandemic.
like cutting my hair.
Yeah.
And she's always cut it a certain way that I like it.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, like I just said, just do the usual. I walked out exactly as you said it. And
in the moment,
and to be clear, I have long hair. So
yes, right. So you were.
Yeah.
So for those that haven't heard that,
For those playing at home.
Yeah.
Those watching at home.
What was shocking to me was like, oh, she's just doing what everybody's doing now that's of her age. Like, this is just what they like. And not only that, like, the pictures I sent of what I wanted, and I pay a good amount of money to get my hair done. They were wavy. She flat ironed it. And so she's flat ironing, and I couldn't tell if she made layers or not till I got home.
Yeah. Then realized.
Man, you would not believe the amount of F-bombs I dropped. I was so mad.
a lot of fecking.
A lot of fecking. Oh, I was so
Any C's?
mad. No C's were flying. It wasn't that level, but I was.
We didn't go nuclear.
How about K's?
I didn't go nuclear. Kaboom.
No.
So again, I was like, was I too nice? And I but I don't think I realized, kind of like what you said. You just thought you were hurt.
You were too nice. You paid more money than you should have to get something that you didn't want. Therefore, you are too nice. Let's go to the other side of the desk with D'Lo. D'Lo, what's your take on this? All right, that's it for D'Lo, and thank you for tuning in tonight.
I actually had a computer reaction, and it did not even move.
Kitschy.
There we go.
Kitschy. I hope not. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my circling back with these young people. And I don't get it. I just don't get it.
What is the whole father-mother thing?
Yeah, what is the father-mother thing in the crumbs?
Is that a thing?
What's the crumbs? Do you know what the crumbs are?
Okay,
Shaking head,
I'm
no.
saying
Too
that-
embarrassed to say anything
I'm saying
audibly.
crumbs probably means that there's like no
Like
stone.
they've resolved everything?
Okay.
No stone left unturned, no questions remaining.
But do
I didn't
people
know.
talk like that?
So I have not
Oh,
heard any
fabulous.
one of
Well,
my friends.
considering that we're from
Okay.
the Midwest
Midwest,
is
we're a
pretty
little
slow
behind.
to pick up on a lot
It might be
of
another
stuff.
year
This might
before
be
we-
like
Yeah.
New York talking,
Yeah.
or SNL is just making shit up.
Sometimes they are.
I don't
they're on
think
the
that's
brink,
real
on the-
because I've
the
never
precipice.
heard
Wow.
anyone I know say stuff like that.
Until
The
next
extent of
week
that-
when you go back to school.
And
The
everybody's
extent of that is
no
like
crumbs.
they say, "Oh yeah, you're either motherless or fatherless," and that's just referring to how someone acts based on them not having a parent.
But what about
That's the extent.
What about the stepping on the neck and all that nonsense?
Oh, that's just like.
Do people say shit like that?
No, the chokehold thing
Okay.
is more accurate than the stepping on the neck thing.
What?
Yeah,
It
Kids are
basically just means that someone like
has a hold on
has a
them.
hold on them,
Sure.
like
emotionally.
It sounds
and-
violent.
they like them a
But
lot.
that's
Alright.
Like
another
that-
thing too. Is
They're
like
basically like obsessed with the person.
that's
like,
yeah.
I don't like any of that.
It's an exaggeration, and which is funny because
Yeah.
that age range talks in exaggerations. Yet when other age ranges talk in exaggerations,
They don't
can't do that.
Well, they
can't do that.
Not only
Yeah.
can
but
you
then
do
again, we went
that,
through the same
Also,
thing as well.
that
but very
We are too,
generally,
so-
you don't catch
True.
or they don't catch that you're talking in an exaggeration, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
'Cause
get
they
all
think that we're
kinds of
serious.
shit.
Like really?
All kinds of shit.
Apparently,
You're like,
we're serious.
Seriously?
Right, like we don't have a sense of humor
also,
because we're too old.
We're parents.
All
We're
that
supposed
stuff
to be
about
parents.
Pedro Pascal fan cams, 100% real.
I can imagine.
There
that.
are literally
I'm gonna make one.
all my
Shit.
For You page, my For You page on
I don't
like
even know what it
TikTok
means,
or
but-
anything has just been stuff from like Pedro Pascal like moving and like an audio from and
awesome.
like the audio part is him in
Yeah, if you're not watching the last
spy
of us,
movie
get
that he was
on
in, Golden Circle, something
Spy
Golden
Hard.
Circle.
Oh yeah,
It's got
he was
Taron
in-
Egerton.
Yeah. He was in Golden.
There's a part of that where he like is talking after he wakes up. He's talking to his dead. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But like that audio is just around now.
Yeah, if you're not watching The Last of Us on HBO Max, get on it because
it's
a good show.
Watch a lot of Pedro
Do you
Pascal.
watch that?
The Mandalorian.
Well,
be good.
I've only seen the first episode. I've fallen off
the third,
but I need to get back.
Y'all
on.
know
Get
I
to the
haven't seen
third
it.
one, Tony. Get to the third one.
Okay.
Well, get to it.
And get to the fourth one while we're at it.
No.
I want to give a special shout out to our buddy Tattoo Squid.
Hey!
Shifting gears radically.
Yeah. Wow. That was. Woo! Speaking of shifting or shaking.
I'm shaking it. I'm shaking it.
baby.
It's not
Shaken,
stirred.
not stirred.
Shake it.
He sent us as a holiday gift a box of gluten-free, fat-free Mike and Ike original fruits.
Yummy.
Chewy assorted fruit-flavored candy.
flavors.
Murmur, with
Mix
a
up those letters
picture
there.
on the front of the actual size.
So
wow.
They come in colors red, yellow, and green. I don't think those are the fruits that they represent.
Yellow fruit, green fruit, red fruit,
Right.
orange
Yum,
fruit.
yum.
Oh, here we go. Cherry, lemon,
what?
strawberry, lime, and orange.
Wow.
So we're
I
going
wouldn't have
to...
picked up that the orange was the orange flavor.
The orange is...
How about that?
Who knew?
I thought it was going to be
Million
cranberry.
words rhyme with
Now, you
orange.
know there's a cherry
I thought it was gonna
that's
be a
red
raspberry.
and a strawberry that's a similar red.
Oh,
Oh my God. So, does anybody want any?
Sure.
Okay.
So wait, you
I'm
said
gonna pass the
are
box
they
around.
sugar-free
Yeah.
or gluten-free?
Yes.
Are they both?
Fat-free, gluten-free.
Okay, because
So what we're going to do is chew them into the mic so that Tattoo Squid can appreciate that we're appreciating them.
Dre,
And we
this is
have our
for you.
mics in a certain format. Apparently, Tony has made it so
Done
you can hear
some
every
processing.
effing chew.
That's
This is for
really
y'all.
good.
Tattoo Squid.
Thank you, Tattoo.
We hope you made it far enough.
You're
This.
swell.
I'm going to figure out room. I love the juicy chews.
I only got one.
Oh my God.
We're gonna
It's so juicy.
tag this part of the episode.
These are actually really good. I
And
like
it's
these.
so chewy.
Aren't they though?
They're actually amazing. I love Mike and Ike.
How to
I'm going to put a lime, a lemon, and an orange in my mouth.
You know what you do when
And
you
chew
put
it.
the lime in the coconut?
And you
Mix it all
up.
around.
Mm-hmm.
If we have time, I have a story I'd like to
I
tell.
think you're stoned.
Or might be.
If we have time, I have a story to tell.
All right, are we good on that? Seriously.
We're going to clip it and
Yep.
put it
That's
Oh, all right.
social
All right.
on our
media.
socials.
On the social.
As soon as I get this shit out of my mouth.
Get this feckless shit out of your
it's
mouth.
so juicy.
I'm keeping this.
I got it.
I'm keeping this box.
I'm glad.
These are
Okay.
great.
The internet
Good,
is
good.
enjoying it. It has claimed it.
I like these.
Hold on. I can't swallow
You
it.
just claimed it.
Yeah, these are mine now. If you can't, spit it out.
I'll just drink some screwball.
Peanut butter whiskey. Okay.
Actually, maybe not. Oh, that
You
sounds, that
ruined
sounds terrible. Okay.
Drink your cream.
Yeah, that'd be a god awful mix.
I doubt it would be that bad.
Whew.
All right, back to normal.
Back to normal.
Woo!
Can
That's
I give
good.
you? Can I give you all an update?
Hey, what's up? What do we got?
Yeah.
Do you remember a time I was telling you about my experience at a coffee shop where a man was
Yes.
asking me a lot of
Oh.
intimate
Yeah,
What?
questions while I
What?
was standing in line?
And your reply was
Fuck that all the way
domestic
off.
prick.
Fuck all the way off.
Or
When did that
feck
happen?
off.
And I've seen him repeatedly since that time. Okay,
He's
and he
still
always
there.
comes in with a giant order, like 20
Is
drinks.
he like the savior of the
10
office or something?
bagels. I think he thinks he is.
Wow.
So one of the last times I saw him,
Egotistical domestic
I was
prick.
in there and he was chatting up another female patron, asking
You
her,
should
and I'm
smile
not joking.
more.
Right, you should smile more. That's what he
Oh,
told me.
God.
You don't smile enough, which is so
Was he
offensive.
asking her out on a double date with another couple?
He was probably
He was
pretty
actually
close.
asking her ASL.
Said I'll be back to pick you up at 7.
Where do you work?
What's your child's
you're a
bus
teacher?
schedule?
What school do you work at? What kind of certification did you need to have?
The hell?
What year did you graduate?
So
Where did you graduate
He was doing
from?
some major game dropping, if you will.
ASL.
That's a
And now,
that's
mind you,
terrible game.
I'm like side-eyeing,
No risk.
thinking,
The joke.
Yeah.
This is a coffee shop where it's very quiet and you can hear, everybody
Everything.
can hear the whole conversation. There's some light background music, little Matchbox 20 rolling in the back, whatever.
Like this? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
And so she's
I just really like this background
she's
music.
being completely
was-
honest and telling him all of these things, and she doesn't have any type of like,
There-
you know,
There's no scope of
No concern or
Concern.
caution.
and he's probably a good.
She your age? About his age?
He's probably
What?
a good 50, and she was probably like maybe mid-20s because she's an early young professional, right?
Okay.
He's wearing scrubs, he's collecting all these drinks, and this staff is like busting their ass trying to get these drinks, which is like 2 times a week. It's ridiculous.
Why don't they get
So
their
then
own
the
drinks?
next time I come in, it's the same day he usually comes in, and he's not there. And the young lady behind the counter, who was the one that I talked to, that saw the interaction that I had with him the first time, where he was like telling me about I should smile more and shit, and asked me where I worked and all that.
Yeah.
And
He
she
said you should smile
and
more and shit?
Yeah.
Well,
shit all
and
over the
stuff.
floor.
I mean,
and shit all
Get
over the floor.
swifty with
it was
Swifty.
awkward as it begins.
Yeah, for
but,
sure. It
you
got
know,
real weird.
Yeah.
So then the young lady behind the counter saw the whole interaction. So she felt compelled to say, "Hey, do you remember that guy that always comes in here?" Yes, of course.
You get.
Well,
Uh-oh.
he got into a fight with the
did he get
manager,
busted?
and
Really?
he's not coming here anymore.
Oh.
And I was like, "You don't say."
See what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
And I just felt that moment of like, let me
Relief.
just all the tea, just spill all the
Yeah.
tea, girl, because I want to know. But
Oh, okay.
she-
So you did dive into this.
Yeah,
a little bit
she let
further.
me. Well, she
okay.
wanted to tell.
So are they,
she wanted to
she wanted
tell.
to
Good,
dish.
good. Yeah.
She wanted to
to do it.
dish. She wanted to spill the tea.
No
And
crumbs.
so, no crumbs.
Yay!
You did it.
Crumbs
We're
is sexual
young people.
flirting.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Crumbs means flirting.
Don't care.
Oh, okay. So no, we weren't flirting. But she was saying how he got into a fight
true?
with the manager
What I
because
saw when I Googled it.
he seemed to be taking his order to be like the reason why
Well,
they're in
technically,
business.
no crumbs because he's not there anymore.
Wait. So the
What?
Oh,
No
really?
scrubs.
Yeah,
Really?
Because
he
he's not-
was
no scrubs,
it was a
because he's
big
not there
order
anymore.
twice a week. So he was making the staff feel like they needed to hustle on his order.
Oh wow.
And they also needed to like bow to his every request because apparently he wanted them to bring the order out to his vehicle. So like leave the counter and come out to his car to
but
deliver the stuff.
Fucking.
And I was like,
dipshit.
you guys have all of this to manage, and there's a whole like line of people. Like
Yeah.
that's not how this works. They're not here. He's not here. No.
No.
And so the manager.
Is this one of
they
the?
got into a disagreement, and,
is this
and
one of
he's
the
no longer
national
coming back
coffee
here.
chains?
This is a national coffee chain.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not a small. I mean, it's not.
It's not a mom and pop
franchise.
shop.
Oh,
It's a franchise.
it's bunking.
So, no.
I just wanted to
no,
make sure
no,
it wasn't one of the local ones, one of the
No.
ones you do want to support. And
Right. It is a franchise, but I
Well,
just felt
there's a
bad for the
local
staff.
version of it.
Yeah, I felt bad
yeah,
for the
yeah,
staff.
yeah.
They were trying their best,
don't know.
and then to juggle, other patrons who deserved as much,
yeah, right.
attention. And I asked her a little
'Cause
bit more. I said,
y'all
I
paying
heard
for-
him talking to other people, and she said, yeah, he would do that. He even asked people where they lived.
Why? What the?
I was like,
what is
that
wrong
is
with
too. I
this
was like,
guy?
the last
That's
time I
pretty
heard him
feckin'
talking,
creepy.
I heard all this stuff. And I wish the manager was around because I really thought it would have been a good time to intercede and be like, you need to not do that to our customers because it's going to turn people away.
Right.
So anyway,
Can't have any uncomfortable
so that
patrons.
I just wanted to share that little nugget with you. It wasn't just me. He was
Everybody.
a weirdo,
Yeah.
a straight up weirdo.
He was
Yeah.
a prick.
He was a
Creepy.
pervy, weirdo, creepy guy.
Pervy prick.
Yeah.
That's where
He had a pervy.
I have weird interactions.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's
Your
a
life's
domestic
kind of
prick.
crazy.
you're crazy.
Good
So let's roll
Good
out.
for him.
Yeah, he found a new place to harass.
I swear to God, you can never hear me.
What? Him? Or us?
Who didn't hear whom?
Go.
I don't know.
And that's it for today. Delo's literally packing up. We're ready to roll out. We're all a little hangry, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all a little hangry. We want all the crumbs, maybe? I don't know.
Nah.
No crumbs.
No,
No,
no
crumbs.
crumbs.
But we are hangry.
No cap, no crumbs.
Oh,
On God.
man. Yeah, okay.
Coming right back to that.
Like us, love us, or hate us. We're proof that
There is a better podcast.
Catch us on the socials, do all the things. We'll see you next time. I'm sure I rolled out.
Bye.
Okay.